Hi, I'm Thelma, and my channel is Seasonal Crafts and Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today's DIY is about how to make this beautiful 4th of July wreath. And also during the video I will be letting people know about how to enter into the giveaway contest I have going on. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. And so without further ado, let's get started. Alright, what we're making today is a 4th of July wreath with craft products that came from the Dollar Tree. Okay, first just get a 14-inch wreath frame. Get you some red. I already unwrapped this. You will need some red, white, and blue mesh and some chenille stems. And I'm using this sign, and there's going to be some flowers and a bow on it too. And so, alright baby, you gotta move. Come here. Seems like every time I make a video, they decide to pop in and say hello to me. Okay, first I'm going to do the blue, then the white, then the red backwards. That way it'll be red, white, and blue. And what you need to do, crunches that start facing this downward, and just crunch it. Do that. Get your chenille stems. And I'm just cutting them as I go because I don't really know how many I'll need. Alright baby, you need to move. Thank you. Start with the second one from the edge. And you can use any color chenille stems that you have on hand. Just twist that twice. Now, kind of loop it a little. Make sure the edges are facing downward. And do the same thing. Going all the way around it, that way. And you can fluff it as you go, or you can wait and fluff it when you're finished. And these are very easy to make, the way I'm doing the mesh. Instead of cutting them in 10-inch sections, and it would take forever. But I like doing these because it's really pretty, and the way that the red, white, and blue is going to lay, it's going to be very patriotic. And you can just fold it in like that, and that works too. And you really don't have, if you don't like flowers on wreaths, you don't have to put the flowers on or anything. Come on, baby. Or anything, and it'll still look good. Just add your own flair and touch to it. And now, look, this is not going to work. Okay. Okay, maybe she'll stay content now. I gave her something to play with. Just put it right on top of the where you first started it. And now on this one, go to the one right next to it. But you, if you want, you can go ahead and cut you up some. But I normally cut too many, so I figured I'd just cut as I go. And I won't have all them extra chenille stems sitting around for nothing. And right now they're hard to find at my store. They haven't sent them any in yet. And just go all the way around with the blue on this wire. I am going to go ahead and cut up a few because I know I'm going to use at least 9. Save some time too. And you just do this all the way around till you meet at the end. And once you get over here to the end where it started, just take it on this one right here in the end. Okay, now that you're over here where you put this one right here, just go ahead and make a loop and connect it right on top of it. And now just cut this off. Now we're doing the white. And again, just we're doing the same thing. Start out on the end. Let me cut this. If yours is coming loose, just snip it off. Same here on the sides. And just, like I said, drape it in and tie it. Onto the same one. and just keep cutting it off as it unravels. Now the Dollar Tree isn't the best mesh in the world, but if you can afford it and you don't have to go way out of your way to get some other kind, you can even the Family Dollar and Dollar General is a little bit better. It doesn't unravel as much, but once you get all the unraveled pieces cut off, it stops unraveling, so it's really not that bad. And then you do the same thing here. Now what you do, now that you're at the end here where you first started it, just take it again and go down to the middle one and tie it right in. With the blue one, and you work your way all the way around and do the same thing. Now go ahead and trim any shreds that you come across, because it'll be harder to do the more you get mesh on. And go ahead and get it, that way it won't continue to unravel and make your wreath look, well, bad. Okay, now the red. So take it and do the same thing. And go ahead, like I said, cut any off that you come across. Now, if your chenille stem is too short to wrap around the red, go ahead and just put another chenille stem there and just wrap it, make it a little longer, and wrap it around just like you did at the beginning. And again, all you do is you just follow the pattern going around on top of the red and the blue and the white. And I'll show you again. Make sure these are facing downwards. That way your little loop here, or fluff, is sticking down the right direction. And just follow the pattern like you did with the blue and the white. And I can't wait to get the mesh on and start decorating it. Why don't y'all leave a comment and let me know which is your favorite holiday season to make your crafts for. Is it the 4th of July? Is it fall? You know, a holiday or a season? And don't forget that I have a contest going on for a giveaway contest, and it started about 4 or 5 videos ago, so you might want to go back and watch them so you can, I show you everything that I put in it, each video. And all you have to do is watch a video, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell, and leave a comment. Let me know that you subscribe to my channel. That way I'll have your name to write down and put in the drawing box. And if you You don't have to share it, but if you share it, let me know, and you will have one extra entry into the drawing. And once I reach 500 subscribers, I will draw on a video while I'm making a DIY. I will, in the middle of it somewhere, and I'll tell you in the title that drawing for giveaway. That way you know which video to look at. And once I start getting close to it, to the 500 subscribers, I'll let you know I'm getting close and almost there. That way you can keep an eye out. But if you have any questions, just leave me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Now, like this one, it's too short to wrap around the red one, so just get you another one. Put it up under there. And then twist it twice. And then put your mesh in. And go ahead and twist this one 2 to 3 times. And move this mesh here where it's drooped over at the where it's not hanging off at the end, and go ahead and make your last one for this row. And there's another one. Just get you another chenille stem. So if you want, instead of cutting these down to 3s, just cut them down in half. But I think I've only have 2 on mine that was like that. And then just take this one. Let me get me some. Well, I don't know if I need any stems or not. Might as well not cut it until I see. Now we're going down to the middle row. And just remember, face that downward. And put it right on top of the white. And make sure you get the right chenille stem. And now you need to go, baby. I know, you like getting in the video too, don't you, honey? And now you're on the center, and you just work your way around like you did the blue and the white. Okay, now once you're finished, this is what it looks like with just the mesh on. Now go ahead and fluff before we continue. Now for these where it's flipped over, which was the start of the red, just take your red or blue, whatever, and fluff it and cover it up. Get in there and fluff the blue so it can be seen. Like bring it out around the edge there. And the chenille stems, just bend them backwards. That way they won't be poking out all over the place and really make your wreath look tacky. Now, make sure the white is under the red. Just pull that blue out so it can be seen. I don't mean pull it out, just fluff it out. Now let me see. Once you're happy with it, now this is the sign that I have. Now you can get any of the other 4th of July signs. And you go from right here and straight over to the next. where it meets. Now take your chenille stem. I'm going to cut this in half. Let me see, maybe I shouldn't. Take this. I'm going to use 2 of the same color. So let me go grab one more red. Okay, I couldn't find another red one. I had enough, but one of the kittens took off with one of them. I couldn't find it. But it doesn't matter because on each side of this, it's going to be covered up with either flowers or a bow. So just take it in there and put this one between the first and the second wire on the wreath. And then put this one between the third one and the last one. Okay, just twist it. Maybe I might be able to use half. That way it's not blue on one side and red on the other. I really don't like that. Now make sure you twist several times and then cut it off because all you need is half. Now do the other side and do the same thing over here. Just go in between the wires and in between the mesh. Can't talk for some reason. Okay. That's what it looks like so far. And now for the flowers. See, it kind of gives you the illusion of a floating one, but you can take and loosen this up just a bit and not make it so tight. Just make it tight in the back, loose, and do the same to the other side. That way, you really get the illusion of a floating sign. Let me flip it over and I'll show you. See how it's not as tight? And if you see any, just go ahead and cut them off. Okay, now, these came from those, like every holiday, they get the glitter branches. And I have these to go on one side. And do the red. See, blue, white, and red. I'm just laying everything out first to see how I want it. I have some baby breath. And some red and white and blue little flowers. Okay, I think that's beginning to look nice. Let's do the center one, the white one, where it's like that. And then I'm going to put a bow over here on this side. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Okay, this isn't going to be a real large bow because I don't want to take away from the wreath and the sign. But what we do is just bring this over and bring it around at least till you have 2 bows on each side. Let me see here. There's 1. There's 2. Now this one just has 1, so you have to bring it over again. Here, baby. Go on, go play. Okay. And we might go, there's 1, and there's 2, and there's 1, 2. We'll just keep going. Until I'm wanting enough room left so I can cut and make a tail. So I think this is good. Want to leave some and just cut that off. Now make sure it's even. Crunch it up. I'm using a blue chenille stem. Now just lay that off to the side. Okay, now I really don't have any white ribbon except for this little bit, so I'm just going to see if it'll work out right. Because I don't think it will be enough. If not, yeah. Okay, I'm going to either use this burlap and then I want to first lay it on and see if the blue, and I like this blue, it's not the right shade, but it has glitter on it. But you can work with what you have on hand. Okay. Now let's do the burlap. Just keep folding it over. And make sure you leave some extra like I did with the red so we can make some tails. Let me just cut this off. Okay, now just cut it off. Make it even. Put it right on top of the red. And twist this tightly to keep it. Now let's do this pretty blue. See how many? 1, 2, 3. Yes. You make about 3 or 4 loops. Make sure you're making each one smaller than the other one. And just drape it over about 3 or 4 times. Let's see. 1, you just want to make sure you have enough. There's 3. Then there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, just cut it off. And make sure it's even. Put it on there. Okay, now let's go ahead and fluff it. What you do, you just pull apart, twist, and fluff. And do the same here, but keep this extra ribbon there. That way it won't be seen. Now do the other side. Twist and fluff. Okay, make sure this comes out. Now let's do the blue. I mean the white. Go ahead and do the blue while you're over here. While you're over here, I meant while you're on this side. Now do your white. Just make sure you twist and fluff it. And redo the red again. And see how big and fluffy that bow is? Now, let's get our ribbon here. Alright, what you do is get the back, make it on top, and just twist. And as you can see, you've got the front here, and then twist one more time. See how that is? Now, you just want to tie the tails on. Find that chenille stem. Matter of fact, it's too short, so we will have to get another chenille stem. Sorry about all that racket, and I kept hitting the wreath thing. Okay, run this through and bring it out the back. Now, go ahead and just pull it tight and then twist it a couple of times. because this is what's going to go on your wreath. Okay, which is the top. We'll have to refluff again, but not as much. I just do that. Okay, I was going to put flowers on this, but I don't know if it needs it. But anyway, put your towel. Make sure you have the front facing the front. Twist it about twice. Now, do the white. Twist it. Cut you some blue. Okay, now go ahead and fluff your wreath again. Now take this and fold it over to where the wire edges are touching. Now cut it like that, and there you have your little V. Do the same to all of them. It's very easy, and I find that doing the tails like this and putting them on afterward, it's easier and they turn out looking better. Alright, let's grab the wreath. Let me see if I want to put this over here or over here. I think I want to put it over here. Now just grab your chenille stems. Poke it through, one on each side of the wire. Now, pull it tight, not real tight, just tight enough, and then twist it maybe 4 times. Alrighty. Now again, we have to fluff it because laying on the bow, it kind of flattened it again. But I love the bigger the bow, the better. I love my bows. And I left out one of these. I like shiny big bows. The bigger the better. Leave a comment. Let me know if you like bows. What's your favorite thing? Is it flowers? Is it bows? Or just other seasonal or holiday decorations when you're making a bow? And let me know if I used to make one video each week on bows, but somehow it got away from me and while I was doing something else. And if you want me to start doing that again, just leave a comment and let me know. And if I get quite a few of you, even if it's just 3 or 4 people that would like to see them videos again, let me know and I'll start making them again. Alrighty, now take these and put them back on. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm going to lay everything like I did earlier, just to see how everything's going to go. And with the fluff of the wreath, it might be hard to lay this down, but I will do it. And some baby breath. And now let's do the red, white, and then the blue. Lay this off this way some. Alright, I do think we have it. So let me make sure you have your finger guards. These come from the Dollar Tree. 3 in a pack for $1. Just put a lot of glue there. And then put some more. Make sure it's catching with the little branches. And get you at least 3 to 4 glue sticks. Alrighty, now let's do the make sure the leaves are all the way up. Cut this off just a little bit more. Put it directly on the stem. And again, snip that off just a little bit more. There we go. Now let's figure out where we want the baby breath. Some there. Stick some in there. Push down so that glue catches it. Put a little bit on this side. See if we need a small little bit right here. Oh yeah, that'll look good up in there. Just push it up in there to where it's close. There we go. Alrighty. Now let's see how this would look with some maybe a flower. Just playing around with it, so getting a feel for it. See if I can poke that in there. Oh yeah, I think that's going to look nice. So just put the glue on the stem again. Doesn't need a lot. This one has a short stem. Might want to get it a little bit longer than that one. See how short that one is? But I'll make it work. Now, how about baby breath? Got a string of glue there. That'll look good there. Just cut off the stem some. And maybe just a little bit more, one more stem of baby breath. Maybe right there. And again, this is optional. You don't have to put flowers, but I love flowers. Okay, now get a look at it. I have one of these yard signs with a gnome, but I'm just going to take this apart and just trying to catch it on here and pull it. Alright, now just bend them back down. First, I'm just going to put it in here and look and see if I like it. You can see it with it, and you can see it without it. And I think I'm going to put him right there. Now, again, that's optional if you don't like, but I love gnomes. And put a lot of glue on it because it's going to be on the mesh. your finger guards because that's hot. And there it is. I want to thank you all for stopping by and checking out my channel. And if you like this, hit that thumbs up button. It really helped my channel grow. And share the video. And I already told you about the contest, but make sure you hit that subscribe and the little bell next to it. That way you won't miss any of my future uploads. I do DIYs and hauls for many different stores, and I also do makeup every now and then when I get a request. And have a great day.